Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be trying out the brand new red Estarossa on Champion Hero Arena. So the reason I'm going to be trying out both Estarossas, so I'll be trying out the new one first and we'll try out the old one later after this one. And the reason I'm going to be trying out both of them is so I can sort of see the difference. Yes, Estarossa does have the insane stat boosts because not only is he the current newest banner, but he's also a seasonal character, so I think we get about 20% all stats. For my entire team. Of course, that may, make a complete difference. But I do want to try both teams to give them a fair shout, because Estarossa's OG Festival Estarossa's Darkness stacks are absurdly broken, and my sort of not hope, but my sort of expectation is that this Estarossa will be kind of mediocre, but the other one, the older one, will be quite good. We'll have to find out and see. I'm going to go over gear. So we are running a Lost Vein because I run Demon King Melee on my other team. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Estarossa got HP defense. Reason being, the other Estarossa cannot out-CC with HP defense. So if I give one attack crit and one HP defense, it's once again a little bit unfair. So I'm sort of going to be running this exact same team, exact same cards. We're just going to go auto-set here, we're going to auto-set, and we're going to go attack, because we want to kill everyone as soon as humanly possible. But yeah, let's get on with it, really. Everyone's sort of... he's 5'6", 1'6", 2'6". I think Gelda's 2'6" or 3'6", 2'6", right? 2'6", and then Demi is 1'6". Let's get on with it. Okay, I want to see how he does, of course. The only problem is that turn 1, I will not have the all-stat lower. And I will not be wasting 2 sets of cards on it. Mainly, he's going to be here for his passive. Blue Estarossa is sort of here for his passive. I'm going to see if there's a difference, because he realistically should be giving more. Because his passive gives 7% attack per demon ally. So essentially 28% attack. You've then got Demi's, all stat boost as well, a damage reduction. You've got Gelda's 20% all basic stat boost. So I'm hoping this team can still put out the bits it normally does. Melee's doing good damage. This first team of Ragnarok is extremely weak. Brynhild is probably the tankiest person on this team. That's because she gives herself basic stats based off of, having Ragnarok allies. And she had a full team of Ragnarok allies. So she tanked that a little bit better. The test will probably be the Sins team. That'll probably be the biggest test, will be the Sins team. If there is a Sins team on this one. I think there's a Sins team on everyone. Yeah, there's the Sins team. The Sins team will be the true test of damage. And the Fairy team, which is this current one. As long as it doesn't got Philo on it. No, okay, cool. Well, one of the King teams has Philo, and it's just, you just abuse it so quickly. I'll do it this way. I'll let Gelda be lost, make use of a passive. Gets good damage. I think Demi's the one who'll benefit out of it the most. Because he's just sort of, this is high attack, insane DPS. Sort of insane damage boost because of his passive. I feel he's the one who'll benefit the most from Estarossa. Gelda won't benefit at all, but once again it's Gelda, so I guess she'll benefit from the all stats that Estarossa gives from being the special character as well as the seasonal character. Apart from that, she won't really benefit much out of him. Melee once again benefits from attack anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He's only really here for the infect. I want to see if I can wipe this team with Gelda. I know I can wipe this team with the other Estarossa. I want to see if I can do it with this team though. So normally Gelda's the one who has to do the wiping. Okay, maybe the damage is a little bit better against the others. Once again, Gelda's going to clean up. I think that's pretty standard. I just realised Gelda actually loses quite a bit. Because after 2 cards, 2 AoEs, that's about 40% basic stats using the old Estarossa. So after the second AoE, Gelda's actually losing stats. Because, of course, 40% basic stats is a lot more than 20% all stats that he's getting from both the seasonal buffs. Bear in mind, this is this Estarossa with 2 seasonal buffs. He's got a seasonal one, and he's got the most recent character one, I forgot what that's called. But he's got both the buffs, and yet Gelda's damage is probably lower. That's fine though. Actually, I want to check out Estarossa's damage. Even though I know it's going to be absolutely pitiful, but I just want to see what it is. I'm going to do this. I do believe Demi's still going to kill. Yeah, I would say it's probably on par with like your average. Yeah, he's only here just to be sort of like the other one. Literally only here for moral support. We'll do full wipe though. Once again, if I blew Estarossa, it would have been the same. There would have been no difference there. Because this team is pretty good at destroying that Sins team. Just help that two of them are green, and Estarossa, not Estarossa, well, actually, yeah, my entire team is red. So I have full type advantage on two of them. Only have type disadvantage on Melee, and type neutral on Gotha. Catastrophe team's a joke. Like, this team is just a joke. I might just go for the all-stat lower than just Demi AoE. Who's the tankiest here? Realistically, it should be her. I don't want her dying, because I want to see how much damage Demi can do. Thank goodness I attacked her and not earlier. She might still kill. Goodness sake, I want to see how much damage Demi could do. With, like, some stat lowers. That was just 3 enemies. Okay, the stat lower was okay. And I feel like, if you're going to struggle to one-turn them, and you're going first, this Estarossa is probably better than the old one, only because of the stat lower. You know, lowest crit chance, lowest crit damage. Unfortunately, it is only 2 turns. But once again, you're still lowering stats. Now we're going to try the other Estarossa. We'll do the exact same tower, exact same team, exact same gear. And we're going to see if there is a noticeable difference. Bear in mind, this Estarossa has a buff, and the other one does not have a buff. Here we are, same team, same gear. Let's see how this goes. I forgot I gave this Estarossa the Halloween Estarossa hat. I don't know why I did that. I think I just forgot about it. Yeah, now we're just going to be spamming the normal AoEs, and let's see if there's a noticeable difference. Melee's damage is significantly lower, but bear in mind, you know, there was an insane stat boost last time with Estarossa, so... Yeah, it was these two. It was those 2 stat boosts. Once again, this team is still going to wipe every team, regardless. I still feel like the impacts will only be, well, English please. You'll only be able to feel the impact when it's Gelda AoEing rather than anyone else, because once again, Gelda is a HP based character, everyone else is attack based, and what does Estarossa give? Only attack and damage reduction. Damage reduction only lasts for 2 turns. The debuff he applies only lasts for 2 turns. I'm pretty sure Demi can still wipe here. Demi's the one probably feeling it the most. We should actually be able to tell here. Yeah, last time we wiped, I feel like that's because Demi's definitely missing out on that insane damage boost. Gelda's, once again, probably thriving a lot more. Like, 1.5 million is very good against that team, especially with the amount of defense it had. Also, this Estarossa has worse stats, so maybe it would be worth bringing the old one anyway, even if he is low ult level. My red one's like 1.6, this one's 4.6, and yet my other one still has like 4,000 more CC. There you go, nice damage from Estarossa. Not too bad. On to this next. Okay, this one, I'm pretty sure I could wipe this one with this team. I'm pretty sure I can. I've gone for Lost Vein. You can use Purg Melee. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can use Purg Melee. I'd recommend Lost Vein only for Infect. So use Demon King Melee on Sins. Use Lost Vein Melee on Demons only for Infect. Infect is not only very good, but this Lost Vein can actually put out some quite decent damage. He's got a lot of CC, giving you a little bit more playing around. You can play around a little bit more with gear. Okay, can we full wipe? That is the question. We can, but only because the Darkness stacks make Gelda do a lot more damage. But once again, you know, the other Estarossa is providing all stats because he's a seasonal character, so, you know, maybe it's probably... I might have to retest him again when he's no longer the seasonal character and he doesn't have any buffs, so it's a more fair comparison, because currently right now it's not really a fair comparison. You know, I'm just testing the two to see if, you know, if the blue Estarossa is still better without all these seasonal buffs, then the red one isn't really that good for this game mode. Even though I do feel like the red one will probably excel better on the highest game mode where, you know, if you're struggling to wipe turn 1 sort of thing. It's also going to be another test. Can we wipe the Sins team? Last time we were able to wipe the Sins team. Okay, Melee broke through. Gelda's the one I'm sort of coping on here. She's now got a 40% basic stat boost. Yeah. Once again, it's Gelda that carries this team. Gelda is definitely a core part of this team. I feel like it doesn't really matter which Estarossa you have, as long as you have Gelda, you should be fine. Who's next? Okay, I think we actually... This is quicker than the last one. Last one took us, I think, 4 minutes to do all the floors. And now we're nearly done, and it's only been 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Well, that's what it says on the recording, at least. But yeah, we're going to quickly wipe this team up. Misplayed again. Cool, and then we should just be able to wipe here. Because this team is super weak. But overall, I think it's about the same time between them both. Realistically, if you've got blue, you can still use blue. If you've got red, you can use red. I think maybe next tier arena you may want to switch back to blue, depending on how big the difference is. Once again, if you're using Gelda, Gelda's going to definitely benefit a lot more from blue Estarossa than she will red, as red, once again, doesn't boost anything Gelda really cares about. Gelda wants HP and HP only. Estarossa, this one, blue one, gives you not only basic stats, which includes HP and attack, defense as well, but also inflicts the enemy with darkness stacks, which is 10% increased damage taken per darkness stack. You double AoE first. Not only is that a 40% basic stat boost for Gelda, but it's a 20% increased damage dealt to all the enemies as well. She AoEs, she wipes the team, it's all over. And I feel like the key person who is affected by this is Gelda. Demi benefits a lot more from the other one, definitely. You could easily tell by the damage, even with the 20% all-stat boost, he still wouldn't be doing that much damage with this team anyway. But yeah, blue Estarossa definitely better for Gelda. Red Estarossa definitely better for Demi. If you're not running Gelda, you can definitely get away with running Red Estarossa with like LRZL. Should be completely fine there as well. But overall, like, good damage dealt. Yeah, Demi's still doing Demi things. Gelda's still doing Gelda things. Realistically, they all benefit off Estarossa. Estarossa, red and blue, don't really use their skills. But maybe you will on a higher floor, especially if you're going to struggle. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next one. Goodbye.